Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Rachel Zoe drops gossip about Kyle's ex Mauricio. Rachel Zoe is back on Bravo, and she is starring in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 15. She is famous for her show The Rachel Zoe Project. The reality star is joining the cast at a time when her co-stars are working through relationship complications. She, too, is facing divorce from her husband, so she is aware of what the others are facing. Rachel joins the cast and instantly drops the drama. She mentions gossip about Kyle Richards' ex-husband Mauricio that stirred the pot right away. She is direct and candid about Mauricio and what she knew about him. The gossip makes people uncomfortable, but others weigh in as well. What is it that she revealed about Mauricio? Read on to find out. Rob debutante, Rachel Zoe, filed for divorce from husband and is now single again. Zoe and husband was married for 26 years and has 2 children. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans are shocked to learn of the couple's divorce. However, no one knows the reason for their divorce. Insider's information reveals that the divorce stemmed from mixing personal and professional lives together. The reality star is now single, and fans are wondering if she is looking to date. Rachel says in an interview that her single life is going good. Even though she is looking to date, there's no one for her at the moment. The fashion queen reveals that her friends try to set her up all the time, but she has not been seen with anyone since the divorce. Unlike her ex-husband moving on quickly and finding another partner, Rachel says she is happy for him. Rachel Zoe is back on Bravo and has joined Season 15 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Many people know her from her old show, The Rachel Zoe Project. She joins the cast during a time her co-stars are dealing with breakups and divorces. Rachel is going through her own divorce from her ex, Roger Berman. However, she comes with dramatic news about Mauricio, Kyle's ex-husband at the season premiere. The stars are talking about Mauricio Umansky. The topic came up while Doric Kemsley was talking about her split from PK. Rachel then drops a bombshell and says that she saw Mauricio in Aspen. She also adds that 3 different people had tried to set her up with him in one night, but she immediately said no and shut the whole thing down. The camera pans towards Kyle, who looks uncomfortable. Bazoma St. John jokes and asks if there is anyone in Beverly Hills that Mauricio had not tried to date. Rachel explains that people sometimes think famous people should date other famous people. Rachel's story about Mauricio causes some shock to the ladies. Rachel says that she thinks PK is a narcissist and tells Dorrit that the breakup would have happened sooner or later. She is super candid and honest about her opinions, something that the fans can expect to see a lot of this season. This Mauricio gossip is sure to bring more gossip about other ex-husbands. For more Rob updates, the gilded facade of Beverly Hills has cracked, and the sound of shattering glass echoes across the Bravoverse. In news that has sent a wave of genuine heartache and dramatic speculation through the dedicated Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fandom, newcomer Rachel Zoe has delivered a piece of gossip so raw and revealing. It's redefined the conversation around Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky's protracted separation. This isn't just a whisper across a manicured lawn. It's a seismic event that forces Kyle to confront the very real, very public reality of her estranged husband moving on. And for many fans, it's a moment of collective sadness for the end of a seemingly unbreakable Hollywood marriage. The uncomfortable truth at the summer solstice party. The Season 15 premiere of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills promised drama, but no one could have predicted the sheer discomfort of the first major revelation. Amidst the sparkling diamonds and air kissing at Kyle Richards' annual summer solstice party, fashion icon and new housewife Rachel Zoe decided it was the perfect time to drop a truth bomb that felt less like gossip and more like a cruel twist of fate for her host. Zoe, herself navigating a recent separation from her husband of 26 years, Roger Berman, shared a story from a recent trip to Aspen. Looking directly at Kyle, she confessed, "Kyle, I saw Mao in Aspen. Someone tried to set me up with him. 3 people in one night at one event. The air immediately thickened. The collective gasp from the group, including the veterans and fellow separated housewife Dorrit Kemsley, was palpable. It's the kind of moment that makes for unforgettable reality television. But for Kyle, it was a sudden, public spotlight on the very private pain she's been trying to manage. A 27-year marriage, a foundational pillar of the Rob franchise, is over, and the world, now including her new co-star, is trying to set up her ex-husband with other women. The dissection of a hard no. Rachel Zoe, to her credit, and out of respect for Kyle, immediately clarified that she swiftly shut down the advances. And I was like, that's Kyle's ex-husband, are you mental? Like, no, she recounted, explaining her instant, gut reaction rejection. In a later segment on the Rob After show, she reiterated that being set up with Mauricio was a fking hell no, *** in part due to her established connection to Kyle through her sister, Kathy Hilton, and a general sense of propriety. Zoe's hesitation, however, only served to amplify the core of the issue. Mauricio Umansky, the man who was famously one half of the golden couple of Beverly Hills, is now out on the town, seemingly embracing his single status with a gusto that is proving difficult for Kyle to witness. The other housewives quickly weighed in, articulating the unspoken thoughts of the audience. Bazoma St. John, in a searing confessional, asked, I mean, is there anybody left in Beverly Hills that Mao hasn't tried to get with? It was a rhetorical question loaded with judgment, painting a picture of a newly single man who is not simply dating, but perhaps overly eager in his pursuit of new connections in the same small, elite social circle. Kyle's pain and Mauricio's pursuit. While Kyle Richards has been the longest-running housewife on Rob, this season is proving to be her most vulnerable and arguably saddest yet. The separation from Mauricio, confirmed in 2023, has been a slow, public deconstruction of her life. She has consistently maintained that there was no wrongdoing on anyone's part, yet the public photographs of Mauricio with other women have continued to surface, creating an unavoidable, painful narrative. Rachel's gossip, however innocent in its delivery, a simple sharing of an awkward event, pushed Kyle to acknowledge the new reality. In her interview with Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live, Kyle reacted with a mix of resignation and defiance. She joked that Rachel Zoe was too old for him. A comment she swiftly clarified was a dig at Mauricio's pattern of being photographed with younger women, not an attack on Rachel. It was a perfectly delivered, albeit pained, defense mechanism designed to deflect the discomfort of the truth. The truth is that Mauricio is publicly living a life that is completely separate from the one he shared with Kyle for over 2 decades. As Kyle herself admitted in the after show, seeing him move on is uncomfortable. Rachel Zoe went further, calling his behavior